Welcome back to another Fort Aspenwood video. Here I am playing as a Ritualist on the Luxon side, and I'm playing with Xinrae's weapon as my elite. So this weapon spell limits the damage my ally takes to 5% of their maximum health for the next attack. And then they'll also steal 76 health at the 14 restoration magic that I'm running here. So it's very nice. This works well too if you're playing on the Kurzicks side to help limit that damage from those siege turtle attacks. You can see I'm spamming some spirits here. I brought with me Life, which is a very spammable spirit that recharges in just 20 seconds. And when it dies, there's some nice heals for all of my party members. I also have Rejuvenation. So every time an ally takes damage within earshot, they get healed. And then I also have Recuperation. So this is a good way to provide +3 health regeneration to my team. Although this is pretty costly at 25 energy and 45-second recharge. Skill number 5 is Protective was Kaolei. So I can hold up this, hold up Kaolei's ashes. And when I drop them, all party members are healed for 80 health. My other heals that I brought with me are Men, Body, and Soul. So if there are spirits within earshot, this will also remove a condition. I have Spirit Light, which is a very high heal, 172 heal points. 4-second recharge, 5 energy, very good. You do sacrifice 17% health unless there is a spirit within earshot. So I have 3 spirits, so I'm pretty good with that. And then Spirit Transfer, which is the highest heal I have on my bar here. This transfers health from a nearby spirit to an ally. So nearby spirit loses 47 health, and target allies healed for 5 points for each health lost. So very good, very nice heals. Ritualists really shine in using restoration magic. Channeling magic I just think is not strong enough to really be effective in Fort Aspenwood or really any PvP. Just running something like an Elementalist would do kind of the same and be more effective, I think. You can see we have a pretty decent team set up. We do have 2 monks, and then me kind of acting as a support healer. Just kind of spamming spirits along the way as we continue to kind of push forward up into the green gate here. Another possibility with this build would be go slash monk, and then to have some kind of a hex removal. And then it would be kind of a well-rounded healer build. Because I do have condition removal. I do have some protection with Xinrae's weapon. And some really good heals overall. Energy is slightly a concern with this build. So I do have multiple weapon sets here of higher energy. So I can switch off to those if need be. So we got this Touch Ranger attacking our turtle here. Luckily, these Luxon warriors should be able to take care of them. Thing is when I do hold these ashes here, I'm not really utilizing my weapons then. So my fast casting set, my 40-40 set doesn't really come into play. I don't get the energy from high energy sets, so you have to keep that in mind when you're holding those Protective was Kaolei ashes. This weapon spell, my elite weapon spell, is pretty nice if we're taking damage from, say, like Elementalist that do hit for some pretty good damage. Limiting the next attack to only 5% of your ally's health is pretty strong. There are some other weapon spells that I do like, but I didn't bring here because I really will be spamming this Xinrae's weapon a lot. But another weapon spell that I really like is Resilient Weapon. This is a good way to deal with hexes or conditions. If I had this, I could cast this, my ally would gain +6 health regeneration and 20 for armor if they're suffering from a hex or condition. So that's another way you could kind of mix up this build. But our sea turtles are down, so that's not good. But we are right up here, kind of pressing forward into this green gate area. So, not so bad. But probably Ritualist is one of my least played classes next to Dervish in PvP. Then maybe Paragon as well. But they definitely have their uses, their niche moments when they come into handy. So here we go. It's a little bit of a battle of attrition here. You can see we've been fighting the same area for a little while. That's where these spirits really help out a lot, is when you do have kind of those long battles. And the spirits, you can just plant them and they'll just do their thing and kind of help you outlast the enemies. Problem with recuperation is that it does die kind of fast, depending on how much damage your team is taking. You can see there, it's also getting attacked by these minions that their team has. But I do really want to make sure that I do have at least one spirit up. That way, Mend Body and Soul will remove a condition, and I don't have to sacrifice health with skill number 3. And also I can utilize Spirit Transfer to actually do those high heals. So I'll try to keep up at least one spirit at all times. Here I have to cast to my, or switch to my high energy set. But I get interrupted on that life spirit. And this Mesmer here is just really trying to drain my energy. So I switch back to my shield set. That's always a good idea if you have like an energy surge Mesmer just kind of camping on you, draining your energy. Just switch to your lowest energy set. And then they'll be unable to remove energy, right? With the energy surge, you won't take that high damage. So, gotta keep that in mind. This turtle here is taking some heavy damage. Let's see if we can keep it alive. And a nicely timed diversion. It's like our other siege turtle is pressing forward, but it's also taking heavy damage pretty fast. It looks like it's starting to drop. Our monk's kind of able to save it here. Might as well keep planting spirits. And actually, we're already through this green gate. So our siege turtles will push forward, lay down some heavy attacks. And let's see if we can go ahead and take out Gunther here. You need to hold back a little bit. As a Ritualist, you are the back line, planting spirits, so I definitely don't want to be way far ahead and be the target of melee or casters. Try to stay a little bit out of range of the enemies, but within range of my allies. See, one of their gatekeepers is already dead. The purple one's alive, so we'll have to take him out and then try to go after Gunther. There we go, he's down. Looks like he got spiked down by our Elementalist. And Gunther seems to be dropping. Throw a few wand attacks in there for some extra damage. And he's down. So good game. Thanks for watching and cheers.